Welcome to another Do Not Disturb Dog Walk. I think I got that. Yep. Don't worry folks, it's not a street walk. You'll notice, because it's our MO, that most of the walks are not street walks. Mostly, it's personal preference. I don't like listening to the sound of vehicles, traffic. I want to get out in nature, so that's where I take us most of the time. That river's quite loud today. It's definitely in a bit of a high flow state. The weather has been absolutely ludicrous lately. And you know, the first slogan of my YouTube channel is never mind the 6 o'clock news, but I don't quite count the weather. The weather being what it is and what it does is what it is. And so I should be able to talk about that. So weather's not covered by that rule. I can talk about that, and I can tell you that all around the country there has been plenty of devastating inundation is probably the best words to use. And not only that, but it happened last weekend and this weekend. So that's pretty sucky. Some people have already been through some terrible dramas with the horrible flooding last weekend, and then only to get hit again this weekend. So it's actually been quite dramatic for a lot of people around the country. So my thoughts are with them. But yes, the rule, never mind the 6 o'clock news, it's all about, you know, these dog walk recordings and my commentary and conversation with you, people who are watching and listening. Just want to keep it as a safe space, you know. So that's why that rule exists mostly. So we're not talking about politics and war and all sorts of other current events type stuff. We're trying to keep it timeless. Hopefully this dog knows she can jump. Yep, she's a jumper. Her name's Lili, by the way. This is her second walk with us on the YouTube channel. We've got a bit tangled here, Lili. We need to sort this out. What can I do? I can get out from under her, and we've solved the problem. Yeah, so last time we brought Lili out, we didn't use the co-walk connection between the two dogs. I just forgot that we have it. And Quigley and Toto and I don't use it because Quigley's superior size negates that possibility, but I've kept that thing since I found it on one of the dog walks. I've kept it for the sake of, if this is ever a possibility, two dogs, more or less the same size, that can put up with being able to pull each other around a little bit. So yeah, I just explained I didn't really explain it as well as I usually do, the never mind the 6 o'clock news policy that I have for our dog walk recordings. But you know, if you watch enough episodes, you'll get that explanation in full because I say it every single episode. I actually just watched episode 1 recently and realised that it's very clear that right from episode 1, I had my mind made up about that policy, that quality assurance guideline that I like to repeat as a talking point every episode. Episode 1's actually really good because, having only just reviewed it myself recently, I did a pretty good job right from the get-go of explaining it. Maybe I feel like I might have explained it better the very first time I explained it than I have ever since, but that's life. And the other regular talking point is meant to be the funny one. The rule being, show us the poop. Which is why I'm having trouble pointing the camera at the dogs right now, being afraid they might poop. Or they need their private time off camera, and that's why that slogan exists. Show us the poop! It's like a protest from you viewers who are potentially upset that we kind of promise unedited recordings of long-form dog walks so that you can vicariously enjoy the experience with us, but you don't get to see the poop. Because I thought, nah, that's embarrassing. And the dogs deserve their privacy. I can say dogs plural this time. It's usually just me and Quigley on most of the episodes. But yeah. No pooping on camera. And you also don't get to watch me having to deal with it as a responsible dog owner. If they poop in a place where it's going to bother people and other people in the future, you've got to do something about it. So the policy is bag it or bury it. Bag it or bury it. Bag it, take it with you, stick it in a bin. So that's about as much poop as you'll get to see. Sometimes you'll see me dangle a poop bag in front of the camera, whether by accident or on purpose is debatable. Hey. But you know what? The best thing about me repeating the policy every episode is that although you don't get to see the poop happening, you get to think about the poop happening every single episode, and that is kind of the funny thing about it. Yeah, so I don't talk my head off every single episode, but most of the time I do. Every now and again I'm in a mood like I'm in now where I don't actually feel like talking that much today. But yeah, the policy about not talking too much about controversial things and all of that, that's all about promising you that if you do have to listen to me warbling on these dog walks, you can be assured that I make a pretty good effort to make sure I don't talk about dumb stuff. Hey, you two, how do I? Oh, they're really hard to pull together when they're both fighting against. Ooh. The dog training club building is pretty run down and dilapidated, I have to say. That's that one there, in case you're wondering why I brought it up. Oh, it's allowed something. How are we tangled up here? Oh, you can't go that side of me. You can't be on either side of me doing that. No. Let me get around you. Alright, that's... Another dog walker becoming visible in the distance there. They're on the low road. I'm a bit afraid to walk down there because of the potential of it being waterlogged. We'll stay up here on the stop bank. Oh, now I think I might be remembering this is potentially a dead end over here. Private properties all the way to the riverside. Maybe I'll ask the local for advice. Maybe I won't. Not with her interrupting dog. Oh, little kitty. Well, I'm not making any claim to be able to translate what dogs are saying, but that one sounds to me like it is saying, no, please don't leave. I want to come and say hi to you. Please. Well, I really like this house and their tree-filled backyard. Massive garden in various states of disarray. Or maybe we will do some street walking. Oh no, I don't want to walk down there through the puddle to access that street. Not if I change my mind about wanting to go there. I've been here before on the other side of this fence in front of us. Because there's actually a house on the other side of the river over there that I've needed to visit in the past. But this is as close as you can get. So this is like their private driveway here. And there must be their shed that belongs to them. But yeah, they could park their cars here. They can't take their cars across the river. There's only a walk bridge that you might vaguely be able to see over there. Come on. This way. This way. Well, I tell you what. Pulling along and protesting Quigley is difficult enough. Let alone having them both protest. It's almost... I mean, I'm pretty strong, so... It's almost impossible. More or less quite a big fight that I have to put into it to get them to cooperate. Now they're doing that thing where they've walked either side up behind me, and the co-walk link is hitting me in the back of the legs. This way. No. This way. This way. Oh, I'm upset that I didn't remember that the walkway in this direction isn't really very long. I've already turned around, but that's okay. We might make this just one of those half an hour episodes, eh? Every now and again, we log one of those. I usually aim for an hour. I do like the idea of putting up minimum half-hour long episodes, some half-hour long episodes that people might feel more inclined to click on because it doesn't say it's an hour long. You can't do that. Talking to the dog, obviously. I suppose we could get back to where we started if we wanted to. We could revisit the territory that we visited last time we recorded in this vicinity. But I think that's why I came this way instead of going that way again this time, because we already been there. We already showed you all that. Come on. No, you can't try to clothesline me, dogs. I mean, you can try. I will not let you succeed. She wants to walk at heel. Awkward. Hey! It sort of felt a little bit like Quigley was deliberately trying to wee on her, and he did manage to get her, which is so stupid. But I sort of feel like it was an accident, maybe? I can't imagine a dog having malice and going, "Hey, I'm going to pee on you." Poor Lili. How embarrassing. I think when I said how embarrassing before, I sort of mean not that Lili should be embarrassed, but that I feel embarrassed that that happened to her. Oh, I just had another flashback to my memories of watching back our founding episodes, or episode 1, I mean. And then I had another review of episode 2. Reviewing like that is just about checking in with ourselves and seeing how far we've come and noticing what's the same and what's different. And I think I have proposed having some policies that didn't actually end up sticking. But one thing I'm glad I noticed I stopped doing was I used to sometimes use bad language, swearing, saying curse words. thinking that at that point I didn't really think hard enough about making the content family friendly, and yeah, something changed there. I think it was when I realised that kids were watching, and I was like, oh, that's right, kids are going to watch this. Okay, that's cool. So it's been PC ever since I made that revelation, but those first few episodes are a bit naughty. But it's been really good having, for the majority of the time, a very family-friendly ethic, I think. I feel like I've been a little bit lackluster on making content at the frequency that I would like lately, but I think I've already explained it in a previous recording. I've got this really hectic life. Oh, okay. We need to put this back on, young lady. Yeah. You're a good girl. Quigley, you have to cooperate here because you're attached to her. Yeah. Sorry about the extreme close-ups, folks. But these recordings are, for the most part, unedited. And if I don't have to do any post-production, I'm happy. I like to just make a recording and then upload it. So it's unlikely that I'll edit that out, I'm just saying now. But if something happens that I need to edit out, then yeah. I mean, that seems to be the policy. Where are we? I was feeling a little bit lost. Okay, I understand what's going on here. I need to control Quigley better so that he's not hurting her with his inputs to the harness. And he's being in a silly mood. So I think the best solution is to take a hold of him and release her. Well, release him from being attached to her. I'll just deal with him by hand. You alright now, Lili? Yeah. Come on, Cuddy. Good. You just sit by me. Let's be careful about the squelchy, muddy land. Oh, I've dropped him. Oh no, that's not good. Quigley! Here. Howdy, mate. Thank you for coming straight back. Yeah, so what I usually say about the editing policy is, oh well, if I accidentally manage to get it on camera when Quigley poops. That's definitely something because of the policy, I go through the rigmarole. Also, sometimes I've had issues with the recording stopping and having to start it again, and then I end up with multiple files and have to put them back together again. But my MO is to not have to do that if I can. That's why I'm always pretty stoked when I get a video straight out of the can and straight up to upload. Okay, you doggies, we're going to do some road crossing training. It's time to have a sit. E noho, kuri. E noho. Good boy. Lili, e noho. E noho. Sit. Good girl. Good girl. Okay, crossing. I had to, my brain had to work a little bit more to remember not to let go of Quigley. It's mainly because for the majority of this walk, I've been hands-free on these dogs, having them attached to the harness around my waist. And so that's why I dropped them last time, because my brain just forgot. That's what's happening now. I'm holding them now. Which I don't actually have to do, I just realised. Just clipped onto my belt. I'll just clip them onto my belt separately and that works. Alright. Time to head home, eh, doggos? Back to Te Whare. Yeah, that's pretty much why we're here, because I'm super lazy. Didn't feel like throwing these dogs in the car and taking them somewhere more adventurous. This is Lili's neighbourhood, so she's regularly walked around here, and that's why she's a guest dog on a guest dog episode, eh, Lili? Because I am being my usual beautiful self in the community and walking my friend's dog. So I guess I get them feels for the dog and the person when the person says, I'm going through some things right now and I don't have the physical energy to walk my dog. Could you please walk my dog? And I say, of course I can. Isn't that right? Ooh. Should we? Should we do a lap of the village? Come on then. Alright folks, I said we don't do street walks, but we're going to do a little bit of a street walk to finish this episode. Oh, I better show you the river before we get all the way across it. Oh, there's more walkway park over here. Oh, maybe we do an hour-long episode. Let's go in here. Come on then. This way. Come on. This way. It's a mystery to me how far along the riverside we'll be able to walk going this way, but I'm happy to investigate it. And I think I'm going to cancel my ideas of touring the village now that we're distracted and doing this instead. But yeah, for a minute there we were going to the village. I thought I might show you the famous Moores Valley Village. that's just down the road from here. Oh, there's some doggos, pretty large doggos too. Now, hand over my heart, promise to you that we've not had any negative interactions with other dogs yet. Quigley, kaore. Quigley.
Sorry about that. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. Thanks for coming to get him.
I'm really sorry.
Hey, this way. This way. I've got to get myself untangled from these unruly dogs. Okay. Ugh. It's definitely one of them tough looking dogs that would definitely like to have a fight. A fighting dog. Those ones you really need to beware of. Now these dogs are absolutely hauling me. I'll be lucky if I don't slip over. Maybe I should change tact and bring them this way. Yeah, I should. Hey, you two, this way. Do you know what? Maybe we will make it. We'll keep it a 30-minute episode, eh, dogs? I think I've lost my mojo. Oh, I just can't be bothered with going and dealing with the other members of the public who are hanging out over there. And as I've already mentioned, I'm not that keen. I mean, I'm not opposed to making a shorter episode. Oh my God. Quigley in a stick. Leave it. This way. Yeah, so I think we'll just leave it at that. I'm going to walk these dogs to the house, which is not far from here, and get ready to have a nice dinner, I think. Yeah. So yeah, we've had enough for today, but if you haven't had enough, all you got to do is click on another episode, because we've uploaded hundreds of hours of dog walks in all sorts of amazing places, and some just ordinary places. But you know, I do my best to take us to entertaining or exciting locations. Thanks for joining us on this local neighbourhood walk. Much appreciated. And let's see where your adventures take you next when you click on the next video, if you feel so inclined. I just know for a fact that if you've made it to the end of this episode, you might not have had enough yet. You might want to see some more, and there's plenty more for you to see. So, look forward to seeing you there. So, say goodbye to Lili. Bye, Lili. Bye. Oh, you beautiful, beautiful doggy. And bye-bye, Quigley. Okay, cool. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.